A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
This is Rick, TRC. Every Monday through Friday from 3 to 7, I play today's country hits on my show, Afternoons with Lone Star. The type of music that makes you want to get off your seat, stomp your feet, sing along at the top of your lungs, and not care who hears. On Lone Star Community Radio, Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1, and as always on worldwide, irlonestar.com.
You're listening to Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth, dishing out your weekly dose of fun on irlonestar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1.
Yes, yes. Welcome back, everybody. Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth. I am your girl, Merideth.
And I'm your girl, Jen.
Yes, and we are so excited because, of course, we have the lovely Bradley and Deborah with Buster's Crawfish joining us. 2 locations in the Conroe area. The one off of 105, which is the one that I'm so familiar with, right there at McCaleb Road in 105. And then there's also one off of 1314. Again, guys, thank y'all so much for joining us. So I wanted to find out, just because, curious. I'm somewhat a newbie. Look, I found some Zydeco music for us. Yeah, I want to know what your tips are for cooking, Bradley. What do you like? What's your go-to? What are your no-nos that you've experienced over the years? Oh, there you go, sir. Sorry, my bad.
What we do is we boil them for about, when the water comes to boil, for about 5 minutes. We put the Louisiana seafood ball in it, and we spice in the water with mine, and we put butter and lemons and oranges.
Oh. See, oranges, I love it. I love it. I love hearing about these new techniques just because, again, when it comes to me, it's hitting the table. So I'm just looking at something red, beautiful, and it's got some size with it. But, yes, I love your tips. So is it just something over the years you experimented and came across, or is it something that you were taught early on?
Yes, ma'am. We learn every day. Just about every day we try different things. Sometimes we put mustard on them. We, later in the season when they get a little dirty, we pump the water more, and we have some lemon juice to clean them up a little bit, make them shine a little more. We do everything we can to make the customers happy.
He is such a good man, such a gentleman too, and so excited because I know his normal routine is in and out, but he actually is doing an extended stay so he could stay and hang out and show, just talk about Buster's and everything going on this weekend, so I'm so excited. Well, for some of the newbies out there, and I want you both to let me know your thoughts on this. What are some of your go-tos for newbies trying to eat crawfish, and just your opinion on the best experience for crawfish? What do you want them to think about? I mean, of course, sitting at Buster's, but are you saying the newbies out there get over
don't worry about getting messy, because you're going to get messy. That's for sure.
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
And if they come in, we show them how to break the tails off, and then how to turn around and suck the tails out of the crawfish. It makes it quicker and easier. And we put, of course, butter in our boil too. That makes it really easier for them to peel easier.
Is that really I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Okay, see, look at these.
There's a few things he didn't tell you that we do put in there that are still secrets.
I was about to say they're not going to give all the magic out. No, right. And I can definitely understand. So yes, whenever I'm thinking about being able to enjoy, if you will, some of the crawfish, that's when I started out. I was like, it's going to be messy, and I told Bradley, I said, but I got over it. I learned to put my hair up, get a straw for my drink.
Right.
But bada boom, bada bing. I'm ready. That's all I need.
I've got a guy that comes in every week, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, wears his Buster's Crawfish shirt that he can get dirty. He doesn't care because he knows he's going to get dirty.
That is so
And I'm
funny.
like, do you need a bib? He's like, oh, no, this is my dirty shirt. I can get this dirty.
That is so cute. And that's some love for crawfish
Yeah.
when you have your crawfish outfit. No, this is my crawfish outfit. What are you talking about? This is what I do.
Right.
I'm going to have to let Jerry know about that because she's not too messy. But I'm like, that's a good idea for us to pass on, right? Well, and the kids love it, too, because it's something that you can do mild, you can do hot. And I just love how throughout the day or anytime I've had some of those, if you will, all day adventures. You start off mild and get a little hotter, get a little hotter.
Yeah.
But it is, to me, the yummiest. I've tried to do the claws when they're really big.
Right.
But I'm not going to lie, I haven't done sucking the head. So, Deborah, what are your thoughts on that?
And sucking the heads, yeah, they're good. What you're doing is you're sucking out the flavor and all the butter inside the heads.
Yeah.
So it's just it's real flavorful.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're gonna suck the heads and pinch the tails, and you're
Uh-huh.
good to go. Yeah.
I love how she's like, what? That's how the nature of
How
it.
it-
And I think, Jen, you're the same way, right?
Yes.
And you started off sucking the head, or did you
Yes.
just work? Yeah.
Yes.
Deborah, you went straight to it, or you worked up to it?
I worked up to it.
Worked up to it, yeah. I think, one day. I mean,
Yeah.
if Jack were to try it, then that definitely would make me, Mama Bear, have to try to act like I'm not afraid of things. But Bradley, what about you? I feel like a no-brainer here, but I have to make sure you get your opinion in.
Oh.
What about you with sucking with the head, Mr.
Oh,
Mr. Wayne?
I love to suck the heads. It's orange fat. I'm kind of picky about where I get them. I like the rice field crawfish because it's orange fat and it's not the river. Where it's more of a dirtier green fat. When I eat, they ask me how often I eat them. I say I can eat them every day.
Yep.
And he said, well, how can you be around them and eat them every day? I said, because it's good and it's seasonal.
Right.
Man, I know. Of course, I'm getting hungry, but then I'm like, man, to live your life. You're like, I will, from A to Z, all about it, which I love so much. And really, listeners, if you're just tuning in, Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth, here every Saturday from 8 to 10. And just like always, we love spotlighting some great guests and businesses. Today, it's crawfish season. You know what's up. Easter weekend, April Fool's weekend, but the season has arrived that you can get your crawfish. And of course, you've seen them right there on 105. But they also have a 1314 location. I love it. It's
Right.
Buster's Crawfish. And I've got the chance to experience the live and what some of my friends have been able to have parties with. But I have not eaten there yet. We have it on our books.
Yeah.
We are looking at the calendar, and we are going to make it happen. It just so happens we happen to chit-chat at 8 o'clock in the morning sometimes, or late at night. So we just haven't been able to. But I know this season, and this weekend in particular, you're going to have a crowd, aren't you?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be packed.
It's
They're probably
gonna,
waiting right now.
I know.
There'll be when I get back. There'll be cars sitting outside. They'll be waiting to get their bags of crawfish.
No doubt. In
Bringing
fact,
their
that's
coolers
I
and
think
everything.
that's Deborah's nice way of saying yes, business on a hold. So are we gonna wrap this? No, I'm just being
Okay,
playful.
yeah.
But I mean, that's the great thing is they start so early in the morning. We think about it, probably you think about afternoon, but these are not quick. I mean, you got to boil crawfish when you're doing the boiling. How long do they boil for usually? It's
About
gotta-
5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I'm trying to think of when I guess some of my friends add certain things in, so they make it in stages, and which I'll take it all. I have
Well, you
no
figure
idea.
most people, the size of their pot or whatever, they have to boil it in
Right.
groups in stages.
And they
That's
start
why it
floating
seems
to
like
the
it
top.
takes so long. Yeah.
Yeah, what we do is we boil for about 5 minutes early in the season because they have tender shells. Now that the sun's out, we always wishing for sunshine.
Right.
To make them harder, they live longer, and you got to boil them for about 7 minutes because their claws get bigger and the meat in the joints are a little bit raw if you don't go 7 minutes.
Right.
Ah, good to
Yeah.
know, because I'm going to, yes. Well,
Well-
and plus that just, again, to the expertise. I mean, you can tell by this gentleman, not just because of his lovely accent, but he knows his crawfish. He's been doing this for many years, and he doesn't look like he should be in the business that long, but this gentleman, he said over 30 years. I'm like, when'd you start? Yeah, but apparently 15 years old this gentleman started, and you've got to get in on it. It's the great stuff straight from Louisiana, and I mean straight like every day. All right, they make their rounds. This is fresh live crawfish. Got so many great seasons or specials going on this season, but just being out there and being able to enjoy it, because I love hearing the music at the corner. I can't
yeah.
wait to be able to pull over and say, hey, I'm doing this for I'm going to be doing me tonight. Like, we're
Right.
going to go enjoy some, right? We're going to go enjoy some crawfish. She's rolling her eye. And Jennifer is. Anyway. But no, thank y'all so much for joining us. So, yes, what time do you open today? Just so listeners know how quick they can get up there.
As soon as we get there. As soon as we leave here. Yes, ma'am.
About 10:30. We usually open up on Saturdays. Open early.
Oh, that
Sunday same.
Sunday. Okay, so definitely get out there, listeners. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them, just look up Buster's Crawfish, Conroe and Montgomery locations. Again, off of 105 and McCaleb Road right there on the
Yep.
corner. You'll see the big sign, but then also 13, 14, correct?
Yes.
And so it's going to be a huge celebration. It's their biggest weekend, meaning they have their biggest supply, best supply, and their biggest crowd. So you're going to want to get in. It's going to be perfect timing. There's going to be just enough for you. So don't be concerned about it, but get out there, right? Thank y'all so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Appreciate it. Y'all are awesome.
Of
I
course.
would like to say a couple more things.
Of course.
On Tuesdays, we're going to do the all-you-can-eat for a good price, probably $39.95 or $34.95. Just to move them early week. And also, I want to tell you about my family. I have a little baby that's a
Had a
week
baby.
old,
Aw.
and his name is Stephen Felix, and hopefully he'll come help join the team.
Oh, look at him one weekend.
Yeah.
Daddy, wait, you got to wait till he's 10, right? No, but congratulations, Papa and Mama Bear. That
One
is
week
so
old.
awesome.
Whenever they get to be about 1 year old, we start putting a little seasoning on their bottom.
Oh, man. Okay, you're going to adopt me next.
Start 'em early.
I'm going to give you a couple weeks. I know you just got a new baby and everything, so maybe I'll give you I'll say 6 weeks, and then you can add me to the list, okay?
There you go.
I'll take your seasonings all the day long. Well, thank y'all so much again for joining us,
Thank
and many
you.
blessings and prayers for the family. Continue to grow in the business because it's so fun, and we love that y'all are here, so thank you for choosing us.
You're welcome.
Go,
Thank
go Tigers, go Aggies, go SEC, baby.
That's so funny. Mr. Wayne, your last words? Oh, okay. That's really, no, I'm just being playful. Thank y'all so much for joining us.
Thank
Again,
you.
listeners, it's Buster's Crawfish, all right? Y'all stay tuned. We have more of Grit and Grace. So excited to have y'all here. Again, it's not only, I'm trying to think, what is it, Saturday morning? We're looking at right at 9 o'clock. Let me get into my fun. Hold on just a moment as we get to our section. It's going to be great. Just a minute. It's Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth, only on Lone Star Community Radio.